A man who Rialto police say pointed a replica handgun at them was shot and wounded on Wednesday night, February 8th. Houston Leroy Parker, 22, who lives in an unincorporated area of Rialto, was listed in critical but stable condition this morning at Arrowhead Regional Medical Center in Colton, according to police.
On Wednesday, February 8th at about 9:10 p.m., we received a 911 phone call from a subject telling our dispatch that there was shots being fired at a vehicle in the 100 block of East Jackson Street. Officers arrived on scene. They found the driver and sole occupant of a vehicle that was described in the 911 phone call, at which time the subject had exited the vehicle and he was observed carrying a handgun. The subject was given several directions to comply with the officer's directions, and he failed to comply. At one point during the investigation, the suspect had placed a handgun alongside of his head as he was going to commit suicide. Officers then began giving him more directions, and he still failed to comply to drop the weapon. At one point, officers actually used their PA systems in their police units to get him to comply and to drop the weapon. At which point, during the incident, the suspect displayed the firearm towards the officers, at which time the officers fired multiple shots, striking the suspect several times. The suspect fell to the ground. The Rialto Fire Department paramedics responded to the location and rendered first aid along with the officers. The suspect was ultimately transported to Arrowhead Regional Medical Center for further treatment, where he was rushed into surgery and is currently listed in stable condition. During the investigation, it was learned that the suspect who was shot was in fact the reporting party of the incident. There was evidence recovered from the suspect vehicle that indicated that the suspect had in fact been suicidal. There was evidence to that nature found inside the vehicle. It was also learned that the suspect had a previous similar incident with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department.
For Daryl Sanchi, I'm David Zink with the Press Enterprise and PE.com.